Hello everyone. So it's time, 6:30 p.m. Thank you very much for joining with me today live for this webinar. So before I get started, can you guys see my screen, see me, and hear me very well? Just say yes on the chat box if you guys are able to. So I know it's all working. Perfect. Okay, great. So today I really appreciate you guys joining in on a Friday evening. I know it's a bit cold outside, but thank you so much for joining in. Today we're going to explore. We're getting straight to the matter. We're going to explore how you can get grade 9 for GCSEs. We're going to look at the Gen Z study revision plan, which have got our past students remarkable results. All right. And we will look at this. And just before I make sure we get on, just want to make sure you guys are your chats are coming through. So let me give you a quick brief about how this is working. So you won't be able to see each other, but you can always get in touch with me through the chat. Once the meeting is over, you do have a session for a Q&A session, and so you can unmute yourself and talk to me at the very end. If you have any questions for now, you can put it on the chat. I have a question. How long is this meeting for? Hello, Preeti. This meeting will last about 7:20, so about 55 minutes, hopefully. Okay, so let's get started. And what we're going to look at, the Gen Z study revision plan. In about 15 minutes, we will get to see how the plan really works and only pick up the gap in knowledge for students and make sure they are boosting their grades at least from wherever you are 2 to 3 grades. So any year 11s in here, year 11s. I know that this webinar is for year 9, 10, and 11, but year 11s, you guys are here. Just say yes in the comment for now. We will have a poll later on. What would it feel like if your exams are coming up in 4 months? How many of you guys are just looking to improve 2 to 3 grades from where you are right now? Most of you must have written your mocks. And how many of you guys are looking to improve that 2 to 3 grades? So I'm going to show you guys a structured, quantified plan on what you need to do right now to improve it. Year 10, I got to show you some timelines. Hold on for it. And year 9, I'm going to show you the difference between predicted style of questions and filter style, which is very important at the early stage of preparation for GCSE. So we're going to do all of that today and also learn effective strategies to support your child. So if there is any parents in here, thank you very much for your time. And that's great. Sean, very good. Looking to improve grades by 2 to 3 more. Perfect. You are in the right place. So we're going to quickly look at some scheme of work which works with the school system, and you will understand what's going on. And then we're going to straight go to GCSE maths because I teach maths. I want to show you how, with an example, how you need to learn maths and how it's going to be. We're going to look at the differentiator, which is the filter question versus the predicted style of question. Common mistakes to avoid. You will be surprised how much of a difference those mistakes can make. And then, as I said, in 15 minutes, we will reach to Gen Z study revision plan. And finally, I'm going to show you how to get through visualization and retrieval practice, which is a part of the Gen Z study revision plan. Of course, I'm going to show you the cutting edge platform, and also there will be a Q&A. So, lot to cover. All right. All right, so I would really appreciate if you can just share the link, whatever you click today to join this live webinar. That will go to any parent or a student in year 9, 10, or 11. Now, you don't need to worry about safeguarding because your information is safe within Zoom. No one else is able to see whatever you type. I'm the only one who will see it. So it's completely safe for children under 17. Okay, let's get started, everyone. Let's get to know each other. My name is Wish. I'm joining from Rochester, Kent. Could you guys tell me which city you're from and your year group? Just type it in the chat. Let's get to know each other. So I'm joining again from Rochester, Kent. Sheffield, year 11, Liverpool. Lots of London coming through. Manchester, year 11. Ashford, Kent. Hello, Bree. Luton. Hello, Sunderland. Essex. Which part in Essex, rather? I was in Chelmsford. and Basildon for a while. London, Leicester, Bedfordshire, Surrey. Wow. Coventry, Chelmsford, really? Hello. Where is that? Someone said Chelmsford. Um, okay, Grays, hello. That is very close to uh not very close, but close to Chelmsford, I guess. All right, amazing, amazing. Colchester, hello. Hello, thank you very much. I've been to Colchester many times. Okay, that's amazing, everyone. So it's very good to see you. Very good to see you, and thank you very much for joining in today. All right, parent of Year 9 in Ashford. Leonella, thank you very much. Colchester, Year 9. Perfect. Let's keep it coming. So, firstly, a bit of introduction and why should I share the information that I'm sharing to you today? I'm the founder of Edviro Academy. My educational background is in mechanical engineering. So I'm a mechanical engineer with masters in engineering management and mechanical engineering as well. So my experience with GCSEs and A levels start way back when I was private tutoring students at my university level. It's about 10 plus years by 2025. I need to update that. And 5 years, for the last 5 years, I've been teaching at Anglia Ruskin University for mechanical engineering year two group. I teach a specific software, so completely remote. And for 2 plus years, I've been training students for higher national curriculum, higher national certificate, which is HNC and BTEC. Uh, do you guys heard of apprenticeship courses, HNC and BTEC courses? So I train students. I teach a particular module called thermodynamics, mix of physics and maths together. All right. So that's my experience. And of course, I've been teaching maths and physics for GCSEs A levels for the past 10 years. So straight away, I want to show you some of the major problems at school, and this is very, very important. Firstly, there is a document that all schools will follow for all subjects, which is the scheme of work. And the scheme of work is simply an Excel sheet or a Word document where they cover what needs to be taught when. So every week there has to be a plan, and according to the plan, the school will be teaching students a particular topic. So scheme of work is pretty normal across schools and universities. But here's a catch. What content must be taught in year 9, 10, and 11? This is largely vague. So if you look at the year 9 curriculum for GCSEs, some schools will teach really hard topics in the beginning, or some schools will teach pretty much nothing at all in year 9, which is directly correlated to GCSE exams. Some schools will really start the preparation in year 10. So the curriculum distribution is not even in the entire UK. It's completely different. It varies with schools and how they plan it. And what is a problem with this? How many of you guys here had an issue with teachers being changed very frequently, right? If you last year, maybe it could be this year, your science teachers or maths teachers or core subject teachers are frequently changing. Just say yes if you have this problem. Yes, yes, definitely. User says iPhone 2 says yes. Double E, Taiba, Krish. Oh my God, there's a lot of yes. I didn't have a chemistry teacher. Godena says, I didn't have a chemistry teacher for 2 years. Which year are you in? Okay, you see, this is a crisis in the UK. There's about 40,000 teachers left in 2021. And if you just Google teachers leaving the school in 2023, is again another 40,000 teachers leaving schools, right? Very talented teachers leaving the job. And the number of students have increased by 10%, which basically results in poor quality of teaching. Attention per student is very, very less right now. And I'm going to stack this up back with some data here. With exam prep, especially, what this means is I'll give you a quick example for your understanding. Last year, in year 11, which is 2024 May June, about 3 weeks before the exam, we are having a crammed revision session, and I was going through certain past exam questions, really hard 5 mark, 6 mark questions. And some students said to me, Wish we have never done such a question in the entirety of year 9, 10, or 11 at school. Can you believe it? So, which just proved to me relying on just the school teaching is not enough for GCSEs, right? And year 11s, you might have seen a drop in the grade in your year 11 marks compared to year 10. Is that a trend? I see that with so many students. In year 10, your predicted grade is maybe 6 or not 6, possibly 7 or 8. Just say yes if you if you and you guys are worried because there's only 4 months and how come you dropped the grade, right? iPhone says yes, Tayaba says yes, Anai says yes, Mark says Krishay definitely dropped. Why would that happen? You see, I'll tell you why, okay? Let's go and explore GCSE maths and you will have a better clarity. So, quickly, these are the basic stuff. 3 papers, you got to write GCSE papers and 3 papers in maths. 240 is the total marks, 1 paper being non-calculator, and another 2 papers being calculator paper. Okay, can anyone guess here what is the grade boundary you need to get a grade 9? Out of that 240, what's the total marks? Just give a wild guess. User says 220. CL, very, very good. You're so close. You've done some research. Very good, Joe. Okay. By the way, this is for higher as well. It's the similar structure for foundation as well. Okay, so all of you guys are all over the place. Sia, thank you very much. So the average is between 195 to 205. All right, 195 to 205, which means you could still manage to lose 40 marks and get grade 9. Now, why is that important? Let me show you. You see, when you look at the past exam questions, these are divided into 2 large groups. One is the predicted style of question. Another one is filter question. I want to show you some examples. So here is a past exam booklet from Edexcel. It's the exact same thing if your exam board is AQA, or if your exam board is OCR, or your exam board is IGCSE International Edexcel. So here I've just picked up Edexcel. I'm going to show you some example here. I'm going to search for a word, all right? Direct, I'll go for proportion. I'm just searching for the word proportional. Can you guys see the screen? Just making sure it's very clear to you. Yeah, you don't want to miss this. Okay, look at the structure of this question. It's super important to prepare for this right now, whichever, regardless of year group. You see this question? Find a formula for y in terms of x. Okay, I'm going to go find next word again here. Find a formula for h in terms of t. Very similar question. The next one. Find a formula for y in terms of x. Very similar question again. So this is a massive booklet. It's 786 page long. All the past exam paper for maths Edexcel kept together. And I'm just finding the same topic questions using the word proportional. Find a value of y when x is 64. The method is exactly the same as we saw for the last 4 questions. Keep going, you will find the same. So what I meant by this is this type of question. Did you see the questions are very similar to each other, right? They have only a particular way of asking the question, direct proportions or direct or inverse proportions, quadratic graphs, algebraic probability. There are certain topics, reoccurring decimals to fractions, which come under the category predicted style of question. You can almost predict it. This style of question is going to be there in your 2025 GCSEs, all right, or 2026 GCSEs, because you see those kind of questions coming up every single time. Did that make sense? Just give me a yes if it did make sense. The predicted style of questions, guys. Okay, now this is important that you need to make sure you are super good with predicted style of question. Now watch this. I'm going to go to a specific page here. Look at this question now. Ooh. You see, this is what we call as a filter question. The difference between this question and the previous one is that this question, this exact style of question, was never asked before. So this was a one-off question where students saw it for the first time in their life while writing GCSEs, right? A lot more questions coming, I'll show you. Look at this one. This was a one-off question where it has area of a sector. And when you solve this, there will be quadratics coming in. You will form some algebraic fractions and you will solve quadratics. Multiple topics. That's the key. Multiple topics coming into one question. All right. And what's the point of this question? This question is going to test students' problem solving skill. And there's a very clear difference between these style of questions. Let me show you a bit more right there. A probability question with an unknown variable here. These can come up for 5 to 6 mark. All right. So these questions, again, the point is these questions were never asked before. So if you really need to get to the top grades, what should you do? You need to be a master of predicted style of question and at the same time filter questions. And how do you excel in filter questions? Of course, through practice, but also understanding the thought process of problem solving skill. You see a question, where should I start? You made a start. And what should I do? The next step, it should automatically come to you. All right. That is problem solving skill. Right. Now, I want to show you why it is important and what's the link between it. Look at this. Firstly, I want to shock you a little bit with the failure rate in the UK for maths. Would you believe 40% of students who wrote GCSE maths lost in 2023 failed, and in 2024 it is 41%. 41% students got less than a grade 4. All right. And if you look at the trend here, do you see the predicted style of questions coming in? It's up until grade 5. That's where the foundation is. And then to grade 6 to 7 to 8, I can almost draw a straight line. By the way, this is the results of 2023 GCSE results, and 2024 is out there. It's not just in this bar chart format, it's just data. So I thought it's easy for you to understand it, but it's exactly looking like this. And you see only 5% getting to grade 9. And if you just Google, here is a news from BBC. By the way, that's a live link. It's not a screenshot or anything. 4 takeaways from 2024 GCSEs. First thing, GCSE grades have fallen again. And they've fallen by about 2% more from compared to last year, which is the failure rate. Now, this is a massive article. It goes through how much you fell, what was the grade, all of that. But we're going to go back and continue our webinar. So you can Google it and you will find why it happened. So clearly, it demonstrates that schools are not giving enough preparation to ace to those grades, which is the techniques needed for exam, which is the problem solving skill, the thought process, or how to approach the questions where they themselves are struggling with lack of stuff. And we're moving on to common mistake. Number one is not giving attention until it's too late. Now, here's a quick timeline. I want to whiz through this slide. This is the learning timeline, a student starting from year 9 to 10 to 11. And before I explain this, I want to launch a quick poll. You will see a quick poll on your screen. Could you just tell me which year group you guys are in? Okay, great. No problem. Keep going, guys. It's nearly there. Perfect. Firstly, the yellow color bar here is year 9 content. GIK is gap in knowledge. The orange one is year 10. And if you develop gap in knowledge due to any reason in year 9, that transfers without knowing to year 10. And because there's no set syllabus, there is no set curriculum you can cross check with. So there's nothing that you can cross check exactly what you have covered. Did that make sense? Because you don't have that, it is so easy for you to miss certain points. And there you go. By the time you're in year 11, you realize you're dropping grades in the mock because you didn't have exam practice from the very beginning. So there are lots of students who see the past exam paper for the first time in year 11. And that's a wrong approach. And see that all the time. Students only go to past exam paper from year 11. So just want to quickly show you year 10, particularly you guys, right? It's Feb 2025. In June, end of June, beginning of July, your classes are going to be, over for this academic year. And you have summer break right there. September 2025, your year 11 will start. And in no time, would year 11s agree with me on that? In no time, you have mocks. Like a couple of months, boom, your school just started and you're writing mocks. How many of you would agree with me on that year 11s? You have November, December mock. November, December is like busy, busy, busy period. And you're taking a breath during December holiday, and then you have another mock coming in Feb. Would you all agree with that? You have another mock coming in Feb, and oh, there's a drop in the grade, and you're really worried. Oh, by mid of May, you have exams coming. So that's the timeline that year 10 needs to look for. It's really important to prepare from now for that mock exam. I'm talking about this year, November, December mock. All right. You need to really prepare, make sure you utilize some time even during the summer holidays to preparing for that mocks. Very important. That's common. Understanding the timeline is very important. And number two is there is no effective revision. Fully missed. How many of you guys have a structured revision plan? Or you guys think, I'm not too sure where to get started. How many of you have that issue? You're not very sure. So you sit you're ready to study, but it's too overwhelming and you don't know where to get started, right? Yes, yes, me, not too sure. Okay, that's where I'm going to take you through. Another one is silly careless mistakes. So we have a meeting with the other teachers who are also examiners. They say in a single paper, be it maths, physics, chemistry, whatever, a student can lose between 10 to 15 marks, 10 to 15 marks because of silly careless mistakes. They meant to multiply, but they add. They had to convert the unit from millimeters to meters, but they forgot. How many of you have those sort of issues? You already know how to work it out. You know the formula, you know how to structure it, but these mistakes keep coming in and you lose the mark and you're like, oh, you know, problem. Okay. The solution to it is Gen Z study revision plan, guys. I meant to get here in about 20 minutes, but it took 23 minutes. Not a problem. So Gen Z study revision method is developed for high-performing university students. And what I have done, I've taken it down, crammed it into a little version that you guys can follow. So are you ready to take some notes? Just say yes if you are. We're gonna create a study revision plan, quantify it. Step number one, whether you're in year 9, 10, or 11. I'm going to give you three different sections for it. Step number one is to always identify your gap in knowledge. How would you do it? If you're in year 11, go back to your school, get the mock exam paper. You just did. Tell your teacher you want to look through it, whatever you want to say, but get it. If you have it, perfect. But you need the mock exam paper with you. Go make a list on topics that you need to improve. It could be quadratics. You got a third question. You find maybe trigonometry, the sine cosine rule, just a bit unsure, it's vague, it's a bit blurry. You want to make sure you make a list of it. Year 10 and 9, whatever your teacher is teaching you right now, and you find anything that was taught before in this academic year and you didn't really grasp it fully, make a list of it because all of that is going to come up for your GCSEs. And this is your long-term plan. Okay, so that's step number one. Imagine you have a list. Is that okay, everyone? You went through your mocks or your test results and you made a quick little uh, topic list. Step number two, you need to know your target. Like, say, without knowing your target, you cannot go there, right? You need to make sure, okay, you need a clear weekly target. And let step number two be paused. I'm going to show you how to create it from step number three. This is the Gen Z study revision plan. You guys can feel free to take screenshots, by the way. Let me explain. Week one, day one, let's say it starts tomorrow. We are going to study topic one, study. Very important. Why are we studying? Because you have gap in knowledge. That's why that topic is hard for you. You don't have full knowledge on it. That's why there is some problems appearing all the time. You want to study that topic. Just understand from the very basics that topic. Day two, you want to study a related topic. I'll give you an example. Topic one could be quadratic graphs. Topic two could be maybe factorizing and solving quadratics using formula or completing the square method. It really depends, whatever topic, but they could be related to each other. And now watch. Day 3, 4, and 5. You could add day 6 if you have time, not a problem. Day 3, 4, 5, you want to do exam board specific revision. What do I mean by that? You're going to only do past exam question directly from past exam paper. You don't need any other resources like CGP books, whatever. They're great. I'm not against them. They're great, but you want to focus a lot more onto past exam questions. Understand the mark scheme, super important when it comes to science. So if you're in year 9 or 10, think about the effect you guys are going to have in year 11 when you're solving past exam questions from now. Think about it. Right. Physics and maths, of course, you can get past exam question, not a problem with that. That's what I meant. Whatever the resources you're going through, but always link it to the past exam questions. Week two, day one, two, three, day one and two, you can go back to another couple of topics, related topics, or a new topic. But what's most important is this day here. You want to make sure you do a revision from what you have done in week one. Unless this is written down, you possibly will not be able to follow it. So you want to make sure you write it down, make a plan for you. All right. So how would you make it for science like chemistry, biology? I'll show you in a second, Crochet. Okay. Week three, you're adding one more topic or two more topic. It really depends how much workload you can take. And you want to make sure there's a one day or bear in mind, this day 5 is going to be super easy because you're going to go through that for the third week time. So this topic should be very good with you. Week 4 and day 4 and 5, you want to make sure you go back to week 2 and week 1. Week 4 could be a revision session, or you could do an assessment for yourself, or you could add one more topic, not a problem with that. Now, watch this. Let's take one subject just for maths for now. Just let's imagine you did 2 topics every week. And then on an average, you have completed 6 to 7 topics. Okay? 6 to 7 topics completed in a span of 1 month time. If so, Thinking about one topic being an average mark of 3 to 4 marks. Say I showed you direct proportion, the average marks for all the question is 3 to 4 marks. So whatever topic you're going through in GCSE maths, that would be about 3 to 4 marks. So in a month's time, multiplying 6 to 3 to 4 is 24 to 28 marks you're gaining every month. Is that okay? So that's your target. Your target as a year 11 or a year 10 student, you need to have a weekly target towards your GCSEs. How many marks are you gaining from that one topic? Which means you're becoming the master of that topic. Did that make sense? You're doing pretty much all the past exams questions which have come up from that topic within that 1 month period. Is that okay? Is that super clear for year 11s? So if you look for 25 to 28 marks, that's your marks, that's your target for a month. You guys have Feb, March, and April, 3 months ahead of you. You should be able to scale up 75 to 90 marks ahead of you. And that is going to give you 2 grades more. So in the beginning, step one, you only identify the topics you're struggling with. In the mocks, you had a hard test, you made a list. Step two, you made a target, which is 28 marks a month. 28 to 30 should be all right. And then you're following this particular pattern. Did that make sense? So a few questions here. All of you guys are asking me the same question. How would you manage it with other subjects? Okay, let's see. Quickly, I'll show you how you can manage it with other subjects. Firstly, I want your input to tell me how much time could you guys invest into studying one subject per day? What do you guys think? After school, how much time do you guys think you could invest per day? Chitara, Chitara, I like that. I like that. Okay. It really depends. Maybe an hour, maybe not, maybe, it really depends, right? But if I said, could you guys find 20 to 30 minutes every day? Is that doable? What do you guys think? Not 3 to 4 hours, yeah, but per subject, if you think 20 to 30 minutes, but it needs to be consistent though. Okay. You need that commitment. You need that commitment. I have some commitments written on a piece of paper, 1, 2, 3, which is on my desk all the time. I see it. No, I just come in the morning, I see it. Before the webinar, I see it. It just reminds me. Did that make sense? So if it's written down, you can do it. Trust me on that, guys. Okay, so 20 to 30 minutes. And you might be thinking, why am I saying 20 to 30 minutes? Remember, day 3, topic 1 and 2, you're doing only 3 to 4 questions a day. The next day, 3 to 4 questions. The next day, 3 to 4 questions and done. You're not sitting one day and finishing 25 questions in one day. You shouldn't do that. You want to give a regular dosage to your brain to make the new neural connections when you're learning new topics. Now, that's too scientific. Don't worry about it. But you want to touch on it every day. So your brain will adapt to the changes that you're learning. Okay, so here is it. 3 to 4 questions a day. Trust me, 3 to 4 questions, that's it. And then you move on to another subject. I'll give you a quick example, running out of time. Maths, day 1, you're studying for 30 minutes. Take a 10 minutes break, you switch to chemistry. 10 minutes break, you switch to physics. You're exhausted, take a break. Day 2, maths, 30 minutes, 10-minute breaks, go to biology, then physics. It really depends on the subject that you have kept as priority. So if you're in your mocks, you don't need all the subjects to be priority. You want to make sure, I want to make sure you're going to rearrange those topics, subjects in order. Maths comes first, then I got to work on physics, then on biology. So you will change your plan accordingly. Yes, Chitara, yes. Now here is Chitara is asking me, what about homework, right? Daily homework. Srini, you asked that. Very good. This is where you can attach that topic with your homework topic. For example, if your homework is from trigonometry, then your topic 1 could be something different, maybe some other topic, trigonometric graph, but topic two could be trig. So you can attach it with that topic. So your revision with the homework is also following. Did that make sense? So you could do that. It really depends on an individual. So we did go through the time investment. Now, I want to show you where should you study from? In case if you're struggling, where should you study from and how our platform and how we can help you out. So firstly is the visualized lessons. The visualized lessons are maths. I believe maths should be learned visually. The reason because I struggle with my timetables, guys. My teacher was forcing me to memorize it. And I'm a visual learner. I can just imagine if I go drive through a way, I can just literally come up with a movie inside my head. Can you relate? Anyone? Just say yes if you can. So that means you're a very visual learner, right? When I think of my timetables, I go to a book like this and I've written it in pencil, the timetable. So I go to that picture. I can still see it in my mind, by the way. And I pick the reading from there. 9 times 9, 81. It's coming from the book. All right, it's like a picture inside my head. So this has helped me to remember formulas, to remember definitions. I can even tell you which page the definition for kinetic energy is in an AQA textbook. All those pages are in my mind. That's the power of visualization. I want to show you how that can help you with learning a particular topic. Here is
The visualized
a quick video for you guys.
lessons are the heart of our approach. This is where the learning happens. There is no maths without visualization. Research has shown that students retain concept more effectively when taught visually. Visual learners think in pictures like math instruction with pictures and graphs. It takes less time for learners to grasp the concept if taught visually than in a classroom setup. So my team and I have spent 4 years perfecting this course based on learning techniques that works. The result is visually engaging learning experience. We have done the work for you. With every lessons, there are illustrations which explains concept better. There are step-by-step explanations and shortcuts that make sense. There is no memorizing here. It's all about understanding the concept and applying them. We have covered every GCSE maths topics and subtopics in this course. These are on-demand, high-quality lessons available to a student at any time. They just need to log in. Remember day 1 and 2? This is where the learning is happening. And that's by watching these visualized and animated lessons. It is designed to be the very best a student can find.
All right, thank you very much for watching that, guys. So I'm going to give you some idea and go back straight to our platform. So here is what it is. Not like, could you... Yeah. Yeah, I totally understand, Joe. But it is true. I remember it. So it's on page, I believe page 27. It's there. So, guys, right now, could you guys just come up with a topic that you struggle with in maths? I'm going to show you how it is visualized within our course. Any topic that you struggle. Pranavi, vectors. Which year are you in? Vectors. Vectors. I'm having lots of vectors. Trigonometry, integrals. That is coming from a further maths topic. I'm talking about GCSE maths. Scatter graph, simultaneous equation, Pythagoras. Okay, quite a lot. Right. So lots and lots of topic here. Umeya, surd. So, okay, no worries. Someone said quadratics. Okay, no problem. Here is what it is. You see, let me show you. I'll try my best to go there. Surds. If you look at surds, let's say a student, you know a little bit about surds, but you don't know the full concept. You're learning introduction to surds, understanding what surds are, where it's coming from, why should you use it, what are the comparison. All of that is completely explained in that 7-minute lesson. And then here is what it is. Simplifying surds. When you look at simplification, there are multiple ways to simplify the same question. So something could be a bit easier than the other. Let me give you a quick, here is one example. That one is much faster and simple than that one. So the same question is solved with usual approach from students and the ease or the fastest approach that you could take. So this is a very simple example of how visualized lessons could work. Now, someone said coordinate. That was equation of a circle. Yes, equation of a circle, equation of a line, whatever it is. It's all in here. Let me show you gradient of a line and the y-axis intercept. So this is a lesson which is teaching all about what gradient is. What if you have the gradients equal to each other, and what are the observation if the y-intercept is changing? All of that is completely visualized. Gradient, calculating the
Keep
gradient. These are past exam questions, by the way. And where does this rise over run formula even come from? So all of that concept is explained here. So here I have lots and lots of topics coming up, guys. All right. So equation of a circle. If you're in year 11, you will be learning about equation
and
of
you
a
can
circle,
simplify.
right? All of that. Inequalities, algebraic proofs, functions. Do anyone have heard of functions? Venkat, yes. Yeah. Surds is coming again. Functions, yes,
Four.
yes.
Okay.
So functions, I like to teach in a different way. You have an input, you have an output. So this is about composite function where you guys can relate it visually, understand the whole concept, and right at the end, after 6 minutes, we are solving past exam question, right? So someone said circle theorems, 3D Pythagoras, all of that is just here. So any topics you want to learn
Available.
in a visualized format, that is just over here with in-depth explanation. Sine cosine rule. How many of you have learned the ambiguous case of sine rule? Ambiguous case, right? No. So this is there in GCSEs when they ask for obtuse angle, and that is coming from the graph part. So that all of that is explained in here. So you name it. Someone said vectors. Vectors is just over there. Some of you guys said probability. Probability completely explained
Those
just
are
over there. So all of this
six-sided
is
fair.
just there. Yes, Bree, yeah, just in a second. So these are just the visualized lesson, and that is just one part of our course. And the next, I want to show you some screenshots. So if you have a specific topic that you're looking at, let's say this is coming from quadratic factorization. Every single step is explained in detail with the graphical representation as well. And these are some of the screenshots. If in case you have a completely algebraic topic, then clear breakdown for every single step. Why you're doing what you're doing is explained as well. So this is from trigonometry mixed with bearings, which is a filter question topic. Angel, yes, Loci is there as well. Absolutely. So if you're looking at cosine rule, when should you use which rule? All of that explanation is there, whether you're in year 9, 10, or 11. With graphs moving, when you see the graphs moving and why it moves, you remember it much better. Otherwise, it wouldn't make any sense, right? So all of that is explained in here. And that's just one feature. I want to take you back and show you another feature. Just scroll down the visualized lesson, you will find past exam questions based on that single topic. So all of these are past exam question, copy pasted. These questions have not changed in any way. And that's what makes us different. We just picked up all the past exam questions together and it's just here. I want to show you an example. Remember, we spoke about direct and inverse proportions in the beginning, which was a predicted style of question. So let's say you guys were learning about direct and inverse proportions. This is the learning lesson. If you go down, you have past exam questions just on direct proportions, all of them solved for you, right? And right at the end, worksheets. You can download these worksheets, and these are past exam questions from direct proportions only. Only that topic, all of them past exam questions. And this is the annotated worksheet to go with it, right? Manchester have a no, we don't have integration because that is not there in the GCSE. It might be there in further maths, but it's not. This is apt for GCSEs, not for A levels. Any topic you take, that is there. Let's go for sequences, linear sequences. There we go. Quadratic sequences. Click over there. That is a
You see,
quadratic sequence part A, part B, and you're learning all of it from the very, very basic itself. So that's all about quadratic sequences, a step-by-step guide on there. So this is what an animated video looks like and 900 plus exam board specific tutorials. Now, all these tutorials are exam board specific. So when you sign up, you can choose your exam board and all the math lessons, the tutorials will change according to your exam board as well. Now, just not just that, that is one supplementary thing that comes with your course. We give weekly interactive lessons, and I teach maths and physics. Lakwir teach chemistry. Roxanne is teaching biology, and Ash is teaching English. So I'll show you how the lessons look like. But before that, I have a team. Of course, you guys know about me. They are printable, Julie, so you can download them. You can print it out. No problem at that. Okay. So maths and physics, right there, I'm teaching. Chemistry is taught by Lakwir. Lakwir has a degree in chemistry, master's in chemistry, qualified teacher from King's College London, 19 years of experience as a grammar school teacher and a private school teacher in London. And currently, she's also the examiner for Edexcel Examining Board. She's teaching chemistry. She's brilliant. Her lessons are brilliant. Biology is taught by Roxanne. Roxanne is having a degree in biology, MSc in biochemistry, qualified teacher, 20 plus years in teaching GCSEs and A-level biology, head of secondary for King's Inter High. So she was head of secondary for King's Inter High, which was a completely online school, and she is teaching biology for us. And with English, Ash is teaching English. I'll just get back to your questions, guys. With English, English is taught by Ash, and Ash has a degree in literature, master's in literature, CELTA qualification from University of Cambridge, 10 years plus in the private GCSE, private sector, and she's an examiner for English as well. So her lessons are brilliant. She goes through everything detailed about the paragraphs. Now, I'm not an English expert, but sometimes I look at the lessons and go, wow, that's so much in detailed explanation for students to get through. So that's our team, and we teach weekly group lessons. So I want to take you to how the lessons would go ahead. And again, you will have a platform that goes through with it. A live lesson is just like this webinar. It's interactive through the chat. We go through a set scheme of work. We make sure you are not missing out on any single topic. If you're in year 9, here is the structure of our curriculum. So we will be covering all of that topics in the course of year 9. In year 10, we do have our structure here. This is for year 11. So we build from year 9 to 10 to 11. And for every single live lesson, you get something. Watch this. 3 components to a live lesson. If I click on there, that is a live lesson here taught by me for an year 9 student right there. So this is an year 9 content, a live lesson, which is also recorded and later shared. Just after the live lesson, you will have past exam question and the solution uploaded. So this is your homework based on that live lesson, solving fractional equation. All of these are arranged past exam questions. Click over there. That is your solutions to it. Just gonna go through, completely simplified for you. This is again year 9. And in case if you struggle with any of those questions, click over there. That is your video solution to go through. So I'm sitting and solving all of those questions for you to understand how it is worked out. Every single step has a video solution to go with every single live lesson. So in case if you missed a lesson, you had exam or whatever, you missed a lesson, you can always come back the next day and have access to the live lesson, the homework, and a video solution. And that's the same style for all of these, all of them, right? Area and perimeter of 2D shapes. Homework's there. All of those are homework, past exam questions, video solutions.
Of this.
These are the video solution. Again, all of these are past exam question. The same goes for year 10. The same for year 11, for all the subjects. Sean, yes. So Sean has a question. Will we be doing any maths work during this session ourselves? Yes, I will be giving you a chance to work it out and tell your answer. We have a discussion, of course, Sean, just like this. Which year are you in? And I do have some more questions, guys. I'm just going to be coming through. All right. So let's just say I'm going to go through. You want to make sure if you're going through a science, AQA, Edexcel, or OCR, whatever your exam board is, question paper, Shalauddin, how to get access. That's what I'm just coming to. I'll show you in some time how to access it because I can't break the flow and of the webinar at this point. That's why. Okay, so here, when I go through a specific topic, let's say energy as a resources, right there, in the beginning of the lesson, we are following a specific textbook explanation from the textbook, making sure you guys have a textbook with you. I will be sharing this textbook with you guys as a link in just some time. Okay, so you will have access to the textbook itself. So all of this is explained to you at very detail. And look at this. This is a screenshot from the textbook, by the way, everyone. Can you just see this? This is why you need to go through the textbook. That's a textbook page. And right after some time, we're going through past exam questions right there. This is past exam question, straight away connected to that textbook itself. So every single live lesson will have a textbook extract right there. I'm teaching the concept. So there is a live lesson where the concept is gone through and boom, we are solving past exam questions straight away. But so talking about exam board, AQA, OCR, Edexcel, these are the 3 main exam boards. All 3 main exam boards need to comply with the national curriculum, and therefore they have only mainly some differences. The main difference is, let's say forces, that chapter in AQA is in paper 2, forces in paper 1 in Edexcel, but the exact same content is there for both. So talking about thinking distance and braking distance, this topic is coming from road safety, which is a topic in all 3 exam boards. Students need to know this. And if you take a paper from Edexcel on the same topic from AQA and OCR, you won't be able to find which one is from where. That's how close they are. The reason being, otherwise, GCSE wouldn't be a fair exam if one exam board was completely different and we wouldn't be able to make a fair comparison. So they do, by law, have to comply with national curriculum and teach pretty much exact same content. But they are allowed to jumble up the topics in whichever paper. Okay, cool. So that is how lessons are moving forward with physics, or let me go to biology. It's the same idea. This is the biology lesson where the teacher goes through past exam questions right at the end. And with Laqueer's lesson, brilliant life lessons from Laqueer and all other teachers right there. Past exam question. We'd start with her explanation is top notch, and I believe this is year 11. And with English, poetry analysis, I'll show you which exam boards. English has a specific exam board which needs to match. So Ash teaches an in-depth lesson on where the poetry is coming from and gives explanation, line by line explanation on the poems. Right? So Macbeth is just right there. The Wells is there? Macbeth Abdul? Yes, absolutely. Macbeth. We had a few lessons on Macbeth as well. So we go through the exam style questions on Macbeth. All right. So that is an idea of the platform. Now I want to show you from the user perspective, and we are nearly there. This is your dashboard, guys. This is my dashboard. So you can see all the lessons in here. These are all courses which will appear on your dashboard once you register. Well, I'd say Inspector Cole's just coming up. At this moment, I believe she's going through Christmas Carol. So that's our team, and that is our hard work going through. So the main difference between the maths and other subjects is the animated video lessons and the exam board specific tutorials are there for maths, but for science and English, it is the live lesson. Of course, it comes with interactive weekly lessons, video recordings to revisit any lesson, workbooks and exam style questions, and of course, video solution. So here are some tracking we do from our side. This is one of our student. He did about 10% progress in the masterclass, which is the animated video lesson, 63% with year 10. So this is an year 10 student. My son has rewatched your maths video, and just from the first lesson, he has decided to change his approach to learning. He finds your methods easy to follow and likes the fact that you get straight to the point by solving GCSE questions. That's the biggest thing we do. Every live lesson has GCSE question in it. And I know you guys, I'll be quick here. Max followed the Gen Z study revision plan. Now, here is something I want to tell to all year 11 and year 10 students who want to improve their grades. Max went to a 5 to 8 in 2 months. He got a grade 5 in his second mocks in Feb, and he had only March and April to improve his grade. He wanted to do physics and maths for his A levels, and he could not do it unless he scale up. Even his school said, maybe we might have to put you into foundation. That's when maths joined us. And in 2 months, he went through the Gen Z study revision plan, which I showed you earlier. He was serious, by the way. He didn't play around. He was serious. He focused on the exact advice which we gave him. 2024, Max, and this is Ben, his brother. So Max got from 5 to 8. There's a video review on this. He missed quite a lot of lessons in 2021 and 2022 because of shortage of teachers. He made it up to a grade 8, and he did A-level maths. This is Ben, his brother, 1 year younger. He got a grade 8 as well. Okay, so they both, this is the screenshot of the conversation with the parent. Mila in 2022, 1 more year older student. She went from a grade 4 doing foundation to a grade 8 in maths within 6 months period. That's how remarkable the Gen Z study revision plan is. And she is telling about the live lessons, online group live lessons as well. Rafi again, 2023. He wanted to do medicine. When he joined us, he was at grade 5, stuck at grade 5 in his mocks. In about 7 months from there, from December to May, June, we scaled it to a grade 9. for him. And he's happy. There's a video on this on our website as well. So lots and lots of review. I'm not going to go through all of them, but just one particular, just to encourage that it is possible to scale up grades quickly. Satch, she joined in physics. And the way we explained the physics, the key terms in past exam question, she got the highest grade in physics class, grade 9 in mocks for physics. This is very recent from December. And the student directly sent me a message over there. Too many reviews, which I just want to show you the main part. The first one here, this is again from December mocks. Aaron joined us for maths and physics. He got a grade 9 somewhere over there. There we go. Already in mocks. And now they have joined for biology and chemistry as well. And I just sent out the year 11 timetable to them. All right. So these are how the reviews are going. I know there's no time to read all of them, but I want to show you if you are looking for an expert tutoring for a one-to-one or a very small tutoring, if you're looking at an expert with exam style questions, or if you look, even if the students itself are charging 60 to 70 pounds an hour, but with Edviro 2025 offer for year 9, 10, and 11, here it is. If you did want to join any of our courses, now these are individual subject pricing. Now hold on, if you did want to go for maths and science bundle, I'll come to that in a second. For the next 5 months, it is just one payment of 260 for maths. And that breaks down to under £55 a month for accessing all the materials, live lessons with me for year 9, 10, or 11. I'll show you the timetable as well. Or in case if you did want to make a one-time payment, you can try it for 1 month. It's a cancel anytime policy. You just need to let us know and we can cancel it for you. In case if you did want to go for just physics or chemistry or biology, again, this is individual subject pricing. It is the same price matched to maths, 260 for if you just wanted to go for physics for the next 5 months until end of June, or £60 a month. Now, in case there are some students who want to do just English, English is only compatible with AQA. All right. If you have any other exam board you need to discuss with us before you join in. So it's a 2 live lesson, 1 for language, 1 for literature a week, £70 a month, which is coming with a cancel anytime policy, and 320 one-time payment for the whole 5 months. All right, so that's the pricing with English. Now, in case if you did want to go for, and this is our most popular group where students are in maths, physics, chemistry, and biology, it's £170 per month. So for 4 subjects, £170 per month for the next 5 months. Of course, cancel anytime policy, or you could make a £250 a month, but it's only 3 installments. So the total will be £750, but your course duration is all the way until end of June from now. So Feb all the way until end of June, which is 5 months again. So that is a bundle available. And if you did want to join for all the live lessons, including English, maths, physics, chemistry, biology, and English, yes, we do science only bundles here. You need to just get in touch with us. So I think that was about 130 or 135, but that's not the most popular one. Abdul, just in a second. So here we have GCSE maths, science, and English, 230 a month for all the subjects, where you will have access to 24 to 26 live lessons a month, or 340 3 payments of it, which will add to 1,020 altogether. But here's the best part. To protect you from any risk, there's a 14-day full refund guarantee on one-time payments. And for the monthly payments, it's a cancel anytime policy as well. So there's no notice period. There is There is no contract as such. If you tried it for a month, you don't want to go for it, you think it is not the one, you think the materials are not good enough, you have no risk. You can cancel it from there. Uh, Palak, this webinar is specific for us on this webinar. So people who see the webinar, they only get access to it, and there is a specific link which I'll share with you. So here is, before I share, before you guys leave, I want to give you the link to uh the link to just a second. Oops, that's not what I meant. There we go. So here is a link with all the materials which I'll be sharing right now. This is the physics textbook, maths, all the papers here for you, chemistry textbook. By the way, if you want to purchase this textbook online, it's about £35 each textbooks, or 25, something like that. So here are the PDF version of it. I'm just sharing this link. No, 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 no. These are AQA endorsed textbook. They're proper AQA. They're not written by me. I wish if I did. I don't have the time at this point. There we go. The textbook are just coming to you right now. So you can download them. You can click on download and it should download. By the way, if you click on this link, it is not going to work because everyone is clicking on it right now. No, no, the books, it's just because the books will open as a massive PDF. These are the books which you will see just over there. I'll show you where these books are. These are the same books here. It's the same book you can download. It's the exact same book. It's showing as a icon. It will download just like this for you. Okay. Okay, so that is it. All the past exam questions from maths, it's there in that link. So here is the timetable for year 9. You can take a screenshot for year 9s in there. So the next live lesson for year 9 is with me on Sunday, 5:30 to 6:30 p.m. I think I'm going through trigonometry. Oh, year 11, guys. Krishiv, you need to get in touch with me to discuss. Yeah. And year 11, everyone, if you guys are here, we are going through vectors tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. I'll be going through vector proofs, fix it for next 2 weeks, right? And year 10, there we go. 5 p.m. tomorrow, year 10. I believe I'm going through circle theorems tomorrow, circle theorems. Yes, Chitara, we go through in-depth one topic a week and make sure that topic is done and dusted. Which year are you in? It really depends. And best part here, guys, you will get access to all of our previous lesson as well. All right. No, you're not going to be left behind because, as I said, we're starting a new topic, new topics for pretty much all the subjects from February onwards. Now, if you would like to register, I want to show you the link here. This is the link which I'm sharing with everyone, which is a payment plan. You will come to this web page. This is the exact page right there. Let's say if you're in year 11, you click over there and you want to go for maths, just for maths. And this is pay yearly. Change the toggle button. You can sign up here. And once you fill up your information, you're going straight to your dashboard and the lesson timing, everything will be emailed to you straight away. So this is where it goes, and it will go for year 11. Is there any bundles for maths and physics? Angel, just get in touch with me. So how do you guys get in touch with me? In case if you had any questions, if you want to discuss further, here is a link. If you click over there, send a message, I will get in touch with you. Julie, you don't need a coupon. It is already applied. So you just need to click on the link which I've sent you. It is also emailed. You should have received an email to you. All right. It's also in the email, the exact same links. Ella, no, we don't. We only do maths, physics, chemistry, biology, and English. No social care at this point. So if you have any questions, guys, if you have any questions, please send me a message directly at this third link which I've shared with you. I will get in touch with you just after. Are also your papers still lesson 3 level? Do you do assessment? Yes, Julie. Which year are you in? We do have assessment. They will appear inside the platform. Say, for example, this is the year nine. There we go. We have assessment, regular assessments coming through after we have completed certain topics. So a student will see this assessment. There are instructions here. These are the assessments tested on, and assessments will come just over there. There are about 20 questions in this one, and assessments will be there based on what we have taught. Chitara, as I said, lessons are coming from tomorrow. Yeah, it really depends which year. Year nine, it's from Sunday. Sanjay, year eight, we can possibly look into it only for maths. So you need to get in touch with us. Just click on the link and I can touch with you. Karen, the assessments coming through possibly every month for different subjects. Yeah. No 2, 3 subjects will come at the same time. No, assessments are completely separate, Julie. They're not part of the homework. The homework, what we do, the reason being, um, homework is given to every student, just like this. These are past exam questions, really, really harder past exam questions for every single life lesson. Again, it's taken from past exam paper. Yeah. Yes, Roxy, assessments are timed. Yes, it is. Any other questions for me? Do you guys do? Angel, there is the one for maths and physics. If you get in touch with me, I can get in touch with you. Any other questions? Will you teach us one-to-one? Venkat, this is fully a group lesson. Maxine, year seven, it really depends. We don't have currently any year seven at this point. Yella, yes, we do. It really depends again. If you can just get in touch, I'll show you. It is not the same cohort, it is slightly different. Are your papers lesson? Yeah. Different ones. So yes, it is, Julie. It really depends. Again, we need to talk about it. So let's say if you have really weak year 10, we have a different cohort. If it's a student who's in year 11, it is in the usual normal cohort where the lessons are. The WhatsApp link should be working. Once you click on the link, let me make sure it should take you to send me a message straight away. I'm already getting messages. That should take you there, guys. Allow year time. Did you mean the year 11 timetable? There you go. That's the year 11 timetable. Abdul, yes, it is done. Thank you. The messages, yes, these messages are private. Yes. No problem. Yes, of course, Chitara, it will be. Please check the emails. So in the email, you do have link, and I've sent over the full timetable and the pricing plan breakdown as well. If you just click on the email, it should be there. All right. Or if you're in the group, you can. Amisha, no, we don't have one-to-one. It's a group lesson which we are having. Yes, the email has the links to register for it. Yes, to this page. There is a button in there, and the email do have links to this page. Okay, this particular page. It's not public on our website. Krishiv, again, we need to talk about year 8. Yeah. But like I have to check on it. I'll in case if it's not there, keep the link the same. It will be updated. Okay. I'll check on it and make sure it's there. It will be the same link. Okay, everyone. I hope this was super helpful for you guys. Thank you very much. Good luck with all your exams. And of course, think about it. Let me know. You guys have the link to get in touch with me. And lessons are starting from tomorrow for year 10 and year 11. I'll see you tomorrow in the lesson, or for year 9, it's starting on Sunday. I'll see you guys on Sunday. Thank you, guys. Julie, yes, AQA exam board for English, yes. Edexcel English language, that should there's no much of difference between AQA and Edexcel English language as such. Language is pretty much the same, but there are different variations when it comes to literature. So if you're doing English language, it should be all right. But we do have the package comes with English language and literature together. Okay. Okay. Uh, yes, Taiba. Are you already registered with us? Um, oh yeah, tomorrow's lesson, Taiba, if you're going through, the lesson will be a proper teaching lesson. We don't have, I won't be going through the study plan. Okay, hope that made sense. All right. No, it is not. It is not the beginning of the course, yeah. But it will be a brand new topic for all the subjects from Feb. Brand new topic. However, you will have access to all the live lessons previously. We will be doing revisions on it as well. Okay. Okay. Thank you very much, everyone. I'll see you guys tomorrow.